Good day, everybody. It's Keeping back with my tea of the day. Welcome to season 2, episode 12. Don't say? No, I'm close. But welcome back. It's time to get into a very deep topic, as always. Have you ever been ridiculed? Have you ever been shunned? Have you ever been bullied? Have you ever been attacked? Have you ever felt worthless? Have you ever felt like you don't belong? Have you ever felt confused? Have you ever felt belittled? Have you ever felt discouraged? Have you ever felt dismissed? Have you ever felt hated on? There's a lot more I can go with. Let's stick with those feelings. Let's stick with those feelings. Now let's look a little deeper. Because I'm quite sure everyone raised their hand or acknowledged that you felt this at one point in time in life, some more than others. But for the trans community, this is an everyday thing. And we're allowing it. We are enabling the bad behaviors. Some of us are part of the bad behaviors because they don't understand what trans is. And at this particular moment, it's not a history lesson. This is a lesson for the hatred to stop, for the misogyny to stop, for the toxic masculinity to stop, for the hatred to stop, for the ridicule to stop, for the belittlement to stop, for the stereotypes and judgments to stop. Because it's continuously killing our black and brown and white. It's just our trans sisters and brothers all together. And it's unfortunate that they can't live out their lives, but we're able to. Shame on y'all. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Because that's not right, and that doesn't fly with me. So here's the thing. Texas is trying to create a bill that for parents assisting kids in transitioning under the age of 18 is deemed child abuse. And those kids could be taken away, or the parents could be put into prison. How does that make sense? Make that make sense. So, are we putting freedom out the window now? And we're just going with government regulation? So we're just going to follow what the government says, but we don't have freedom of speech, we don't have freedom of anything, personal freedom? Like, no. That's going out the window. But we can't be who we are. We just have to be who you tell us to be. Copy. Never knew I thought this was the land of the free. I thought that us as humans were supposed to still make our own rights and our own rules. Yes, we're supposed to follow some legislation, but we still have the freedom to opt out if we needed to. I guess that doesn't happen in Texas. But I thought Texas was part of under the big umbrella. I guess not. Maybe Texas is different. I don't know. However, so I'm a parent who's loving on my kid no matter what. And that's hard to come by. It's unfortunate, but that's the truth. It's hard to come by. Lots of parents don't understand or don't choose not to understand. I can't even give them the benefit of the doubt of not understanding anymore. Because that means you're just not doing your homework. You're not paying attention. You're not doing your research. Because you don't give a fuck. You don't care. Because you're too simple-minded to care. So now, parents are being ridiculed for having a trans child and loving that trans child and understanding that this child is not choosing this life. This child is not mentally ill. This child does not have gender dysphoria. Gender dysphoria would like to let a person think that it's a mental disorder. And it's not. Gender dysphoria is not a sickness. It's not something that's curable. Trans is not curable. There's no cure for trans. This is the real. People are born in the wrong body. And when they realize that, whether they're 1 year old, 6 months old, 10 years old, 50 years old, we cannot belittle their feelings. We cannot belittle how they feel. We cannot belittle what they are. We cannot belittle the signs. We cannot be Stevie Wonder to the signs. There's signs. There's actionable things that we can do. There's actionable things. And there are things that we see on a regular basis with our kids that we act like is not there. And that's not okay. So, if you simply accept your transgender child and allow she, him, or they to undergo any kind of sex change, puberty suppression, and or medical treatment, you will be labeled a child abuser. So now, you're being put in the same category of people who beat their kids. How? How? Because that makes no fucking sense to me. For loving your kid. So, let's just say if the government made a law that we all have to quote unquote abide by, right? Saying that everyone must be naked every day of the week, everywhere you go. And some people, like most people, is going to opt out of that because they use the clothing. They want to be clothed. They don't want everyone seeing everything. But that's the law. Because these are the people that we keep on putting in office. These are the people who will be allowed to think for us instead of letting us think for them. Instead of us giving them the ideas of law that should be passed. The fact that they would put loving your child and allowing them to be who they are as child abuse is mind-blowing to me, and I can't accept that. I don't want to accept that. That is... I can't. We need to stop this. We need to petition this. We need to show our support for our trans kids. Our trans individuals in general, but especially our trans kids right now, who have to deal with this, who can be taken from their homes, losing the only thing that they know of their parents, because they support them. So now they have to live and grow up, knowing that they was taken away because no one understood them. And their parents loved them so much, they supported everything that they did. As great parents do. But that wasn't enough. Love wasn't enough. Because we allowed this bill to be passed. They are trying to pass this bill. The Sb1646. And I'm not telling anything. This will not happen. I seen a video on Instagram with Miss Biggles, a mother of a trans son, sitting in a courtroom and broke my heart, pleading for her life, pleading for her son's life, so that you don't break up that family, break up that home. I thought the government and the laws are supposed to keep families together, not tear them apart. Unless it's need be, and this is not a need to be situation. This child did nothing wrong. These parents did nothing wrong but love them. So love is now a crime. I'm sorry, I never knew love was child abuse. I never knew the government was God or higher power. I never knew that we still, for whatever reason, continue to put and have simple-minded people to make this stuff up, to make up these laws, to put this into the atmosphere. So now doctors are also what we consider child abusers for doing these procedures, for helping these kids become who they're supposed to be. So if a doctor helps them in any which way, they are child abusers as well. So a kid wants to position, and they make it seem like every kid is trying to remove and add stuff. That's not the case. That's not what trans is. This is who they are supposed to be. But not everyone fully transitions. But everyone makes it seem like that's the go-to thing. No, every person is different. Whether it's a female to male, a male to female, binary, non-binary. Every person is different, as in my church. We all bleed red, but every person is different in every shape or form. And we can't allow people to continue to put people in boxes. Let's group these people together. No. Let's ruin their life and their healthcare. The healthcare situation is already fucked up. Because y'all aren't giving them healthcare. Because you don't want this to happen. But now you're taking away freedom, personal freedom, freedom of speech, freedom of anything. And now you're becoming a dictation. And we didn't sign up for this. We didn't sign up to live in a dictatorship. We signed up to let the government and the legislation do its thing, right? But we appoint people in those places to do that for us. And one of my trans sisters did pass away that wasn't in that White House, that wasn't a Senate. And that was heartbreaking and unfortunate. We need more visibility. We need more people fighting for everyone's rights. Everyone's rights is valid. Everyone's rights is needed to be taken care of. Everyone's right is needed to be talked about and not to be sidelined and pushed over like it's not important. Because it is. Trans lives matter. And I will continue to say this on my channel. I will continue to put this information out there. Whoever could be trans, whoever is living a lie, whoever just doesn't simply understand what it is to be trans, what they deal with on a daily basis. It's not okay. And now we're making laws and trying to pass bills for them not to be loved, for them to be taken away from their homes, for their parents to be put in jail, for them becoming who they are. Is a shame, is baffling, it's cruel, it's inhumane. That's not tolerated. So let's stand up with our people. Let's stand up with our trans brothers and sisters. Let's go into these Senate. Let's reach out to our governor. Let's make sure that any bill that is passed in a different name, this Sb1646, is canceled. Because we are in a cancel culture, right? But we cancel what we want to cancel. Let's cancel this. Let's cancel any law under the motherfucking sun that is allowing discrimination of any kind. Let's cancel that and see how that fails. To let people just live life and love and be loved. You might not understand. That's on you. You might not care to understand. You might not try to understand. It just might not agree with you and your religious beliefs. Fuck your religious beliefs. Because at the end of the day, God made everyone equally. So just like He made you a dickhead, no, I'm sorry, you became a dickhead over time. Just when He made me being a gay black male, He made all my trans brothers and sisters equally, right? He made us just the way we are. So all of our quirks, all of our differences, all of this, all of that, He made. But He didn't make you to hate yourself. He didn't make anyone to hate each other. But we do. So how can that be? Because I don't get it. Thank you for listening to Sb1646 channel. This has been another emotional video, and I'm in tears right now, so I'm probably going to stop. Yeah. So let's veto this cancel this bill Sb1646. This was season 2, episode 11 of Sb16 channel. Thank you for listening. If you want, you can hit me up on IG Kimi Holder, on Facebook at Kimi Holder. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you want to be part of one of my episodes. I would love to have you. Thank you for listening. Laters.